Welcome to the channel. This is the first video of the many more to come of this series, Aptos Move Ultimate Programming Guide. I'll be guiding you step by step throughout the process, answering questions in the comments. So have fun, have a little patience, and let's start. You can use whatever IDE you prefer, but I highly recommend that you try out IntelliJ, because it can detect the Move library that you're using while you code, giving you error highlights, and you can even click into the library to read up about the functions you're going to use. Let's Google IntelliJ Community. This gives us the free version. Download the version suitable for you and install it normally. Start it up. We will start off with a brand new project. Let's name it My First Project. Select the SDK. If there isn't one detected, then just install the recommended one. No sample needed. And click Create. Once we're in here, open up Terminal, type in Python -- version to check if we have Python installed in our system. If not, then go to link in description to install one. Once you've done that, you will see the version of Python you have installed. Then, type in this line of code to install the Aptos Move CLI, which is necessary for developing on the Aptos blockchain, debugging, and for node operations. Line of code is also in description. Click Enter and you should see it running. Once it's completed, we check if it's installed properly, type in Aptos Update and you should see this output. One more thing to install is Git. This is important as Git is what Aptos Move uses to pull the libraries that we need to use in our code. So, go to Git's website and download the latest version. Link also in description. Lastly, before we move on, go to the IDE settings. Version control. Git. And make sure that the Git exe path is detected. If not, we can open it to specify. Then, we also need to check Language and Framework. Move Language. And make sure the Aptos CLI path is also correctly specified. If not, open it to redirect it. And we're done setting up. Let's begin setting up our project directory. A Move project directory must contain the following folders and files. A Sources folder which contains our module files. Let's rename this. And a move.toml file. A move.toml file is a manifest file that contains metadata such as name, version, and dependencies for the package. It is usually split into 3 sections. Package includes package metadata such as name and version. Dependencies specifies dependencies of the project. Addresses, which lists out the address aliases. Finally, let's start coding. We create a new file in Sources folder. Let's name it firstmodule.move. We begin by defining the module with an address, 0xcafe, and module name, basic coin. This means the basic coin module can be published only under 0xcafe. The address can be named or numerical not restricted to hex-encoded values. Any valid U256 numerical value can also be used as an address value. Now inside the module, we define a struct to represent a coin with a given value. The key here is one of the 4 abilities in Move. They are Copy, which allows values of types with this ability to be copied. Drop, which allows values of types with this ability to be popped or dropped. Store, which allows values of types with this ability to exist inside a struct in global storage. Key, which allows the type to serve as a key for global storage operations. We will understand more as we code in the next few episodes. Then, we'll write a function called mint with variables account signer, which is a type that represents the authorization and control of a resource or asset on the blockchain, and value, which tells the function how many coins to mint. By using the operator move to, we can then transfer the amount of coins minted to the account. Now, before we can run the code, don't forget the move.toml file. Open the move.toml file in our project directory. For this module, we only need package. Fill in the name of the module, which is basic coin. Version, which is for reference, let's just set 0.0.0. There we go, our first code ready to compile. Open up terminal and type in command aptos move compile and hit enter. And you'll get result and the address and the module name. That's it. Your first Aptos move module done. Let's take a step further to ensure that our code works the way we intended them to. We will be writing some unit tests to test them. Going into the module move file, we will add a new test function. We declare the test function by using hash, square braces, test, bracket, the account we will be using to test the function with. Start with function, test mint 10, which is the function name, as it will be expected to mint 10 coins, to the account signer. The function also needs to acquire the coin struct, as we will be accessing the resource coin in the function later. We create a variable to store the address of the account signer. Here signer is a library that we can access by declaring above in this module. So let's add use std signer. And this will only be necessary in our test functions. And the address of is one of the functions in this library. You can check out the Aptos Move reference page and link in description for all the libraries and functions in them that you can use in your Aptos Move coding journey. Then, we'll use the mint function above to try to mint 10 coins to the account. And how will we make sure that the mint function actually did mint 10 coins to the account? We will use assert borrow global of the resource coin bracket address dot value. This means that we will look into the coin resource at the mentioned address and check its value parameter to make sure that it equals to 10. And if that's not true, we return with error code 0. This error code is customizable. Before we can run the code, don't forget to edit the move.toml file. Open the move.toml file in our project directory. This time we need to include the dependencies. We will be needing the Aptos standard library, Aptos stdlib, Git, and the GitHub link of the library. Rev is main, and the subdirectory of the link pointing to the library. This repo will be available in the description, don't worry. And now we can test our code. Type in Aptos move test in terminal. And you will get a pass, test result OK, result success. You did it. First complete module with test codes to ensure that the function works properly.